Hey guys, hey, I'm coming to you today with a quick story time. I know y'all see all this gray. Jeez, I'm gonna get it dad. I've been off my game lately, but y'all see that my edge is going back. Oh, they trying to go back. I don't know why every time I do a video on my phone, somebody always got a text. I don't know. My phone never goes off, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna tell you about my first boyfriend. So anyway, originally I'm from Southwest. My mom, then we moved up to certain quarters in Northwest. Then my mom met my stepdad. Then we moved to Michigan Park, which is kind of like this elite area for black folks in the DC area. In DC, when they got divorced, then we moved to the hood, which or hood adjacent, which so happened to be Morton Street. And Morton Street, my cousin, my Scorpio cousin, already lived there along with her two brothers and her mom. So it was like my cousins and my aunt lived on the other side of Morton Street, which was 640, and which was like the projects. And I lived on the other side, which was hood adjacent. Now, let me just say something about my cousin. I already told y'all that my cousin, she plays no games. She fights dudes, and she had a big brother, and she had a little brother. That little brother was a monster. That's all I could say about that. That little Negro was a monster. So, at any rate, I was still young. I think I was like 14, 15 years old. I was still going to private school. You know, my mom wasn't having that where she would have me like I was always like the first in the house. She was like, oh no, you're not about to get caught up in all this crap around here in this neighborhood, even though I did eventually. So, but I knew that I wasn't ready to like, me to have a boyfriend and meet a guy. I just wasn't ready for that. And my cousin, the Scorpio, being the controller person as she was like, no, you're not ready. So then anyway, my cousin had her her boyfriend at the time, and she was pregnant. Had went to my cousin and was like, hey, look, my cousin, I'm not going to use real names. My cousin, my cousin's boyfriend, let's say his name was Calvin. Calvin said to my cousin Scorpio and was like, hey, look, my little cousin Wayne like Nene. Can you set that up? So Mickey gave me this. Oh, Mick, if y'all don't know, my cousin Mick run my life. So that's the Scorpio. So anyway, Mick called me and was like, look, Nene, you about to get a boyfriend. His name about to be, Wayne. I was like, no, I don't like Wayne. No, I don't want to. No, because, Wayne was an old dog-skinned dude that wasn't really, this right here wasn't, right. But it was the 80s. He was one of the money-making little dudes around there. And, she just was like, and I wanted, a light-skinned dude. I wanted my dude to be light-skinned with pretty eyes and curly hair. I wanted me old, I'll be sure. And I don't know, because, he looked like, when I look back at it, he looked like, and I'm pissed about these things going on, because my phone never goes off. But at any rate, she was like, Nene, trust me, this is who you want to be with, blah, blah, blah. He going to take good care of you. So, nonetheless, he was a good boyfriend. He did take very good care of me. And, he would pick me up from school. He made sure that I had all the nice sweatsuits and spending money and things like that. So, then it got to a point where it was like a couple of months later, maybe like 8 months later, and he was like, Nay, you don't have to come up off of some of that vagina. And I'm like, So I went to Mick and I was like, Mick, he want me to give him some. And then she was like, Nay, well, are you ready? I was like, no, I'm not ready. And she was like, well, it's going to happen eventually. And, it's, just when you're ready, you'll know when you're ready. So, child, I thought I was ready. So I went to Mick and I'm like, Mick, I'm ready. And I was like, but Mick, I don't know. I don't, what do I do? He crawled on top of me and it hurt. And she was like, well, reach down and pop one of his grapes. That's where I get that saying from, pop a grape. She was like, just reach down, squeeze his balls real hard, and if it hurt, and it'll hurt him. So you just get away from him and then he'll get up off you. So, and this is the reason why, if all y'all be like, why they don't like big dinglings? Because when I had sex for the first time, I was with a goddamn 17-year-old boy whose penis was the size of a damn gorilla's. No, it was too big. It was horrifying. Made me not want to have sex again for the rest of my damn life, but that didn't happen. So, at any rate, after we had did the booty, it was like he just stopped fucking with me. He stopped calling me. He wasn't like checking for me or nothing. And like I said, I was in the hood, we was from the same hood, just about almost. He was from like Hobart. But, I'm seeing him every day. He not saying nothing to me. And I'm like, see, this is what I get. I'm thinking, he ain't calling me. He ain't checking for me. He ain't saying nothing. But, this is the Libra in me. The Libra in me, sometimes us Libras, we be seeing stuff that ain't really there. And I don't know. But anyway, just like in true form, me being me, I waited like 2 or 3 months for, before I did anything. And then I had met a guy, a light-skinned guy, played basketball for Curl. If any of you guys from the DMV, back in the 80s and the 90s, if you had your old Catholic school boy, you was good to go. So, he wooed me for a second. I was just into him, and, I thought I was grown, and I snuck off. I didn't have this conversation about me messing with this guy, the Curl dude, with Mick. But, I said, hey, I'm a woman. I'm doing a booty. But at any rate, I went on and I did the booty to the guy. And this was my second dude. And lo and behold, he had, okay, let me take it back. So, I did. That next day, Mick calls me like, Nene, this is a problem. And I'm like, well, what's the problem? Come to find out that the Curl dude, had went to my boyfriend that I didn't know that I was still in a relationship with, because I ain't talked to him in 2, 4, 6, it was damn near like 4 months. I'm like, how I supposed to know? We seen each other in the hood, you not talking to me or nothing. Come to find out that the dude had ran and told Wayne, I fucked your girl. And I'm like, wow. Mick was like, get down here, we got a problem. So, I go down Mick's house, and Wayne's sitting there on the couch looking like a fucking sad monkey, like he just done lost his best friend. And I'm like, well, what is he doing here? What's your problem? Now all of a sudden you care? I ain't heard from you in like months. So what's the problem? And he ain't say nothing to me. He just kept his head down. He was hurt. And I was like, you was pressed to run back and tell Mick what happened, wasn't you? Man, all I know was Mick was like, she came over to me and just was like, look, see, you down there fucked up, and I'm about to fix it. So, she put her clothes on, pregnant and all, and it was her, the dude Wayne, and her baby father Calvin, and I don't know who else was there, but she was like, come on. So she walked to the damn basketball court where the Curl dude was, and like literally like walked up to him while they playing ball and everything. But like I said, her little brother was a monster, and her baby father wasn't no damn slacker neither. So she walked right through him playing ball, walked up to him, and was like, keep my motherfucking cousin name out your mouth. smack. I mean, oh, pop. I was like, ah. And then she went over to me and then backhand me in the goddamn face and was like, and you keep your motherfucking legs closed. I was like, Jesus. I was clutching my pearls, but I was like, fuck it, it was me. What I was going to do? What the fuck was I going to do? So, at any rate, guys, it was a lesson learned, to this day. Whenever I, end up messing with somebody and not discussing it with her first, it always ends up bad. Always, Matter of fact, the last guy I was with, the Leo that I was with, he, when I told her what was up with him, she was like, no, nay, don't do that. Because I was like, oh, he in the military, she was like, no, nay, don't do it. Don't do it. The military people always got a lot of women. Don't do it, nay, please. And lo and behold, that just seemed to be what the case was. It just wasn't a good situation, guys. Like, I'm a Libra. That is my fault. We're born to love. And when we don't have, it, we're unbalanced. So from time to time, we put ourselves in bad situations and we end up with bad people because we need to have that connection with somebody in order to feel complete. And from time to time, we just make bad choices. But, But anyway, guys, that's the reason why I'm traumatized about big penises. Why, I believe in dating for a long time or a good while, at least a couple of months before I lay with a person. I'm not saying every time. I've done it, but for the most part, I do it. And the same people you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. YouTubers, let's be good to each other.